Hello, this is John Kvale, and this is your December 2017 Market Capital Review and Financial Planning Review. We're fighting the technology glitches today. I'm off-site with a slow internet connection, and the camera went down, so we'll save you the headshot and move right into the post. Okay, so here is the actual post and the financial planning. I'm all over this in both a couple of posts. Those of you that are listening to podcast format, here's a hot link to the first post and here's a hot link to the second post. But we go into great detail in the IRMA or Medicare surcharge means testing. And what I have here and what I'm showing is the chart from 2017 on the income levels and the chart from 2018 on the incomes. The income levels are about the same, but the tiers kick in. Bottom line, it's going to be easier for us to have a premium on our Medicare. I also go into a great detail into this in the newsletter. There's more room, more information, but this is a super good chart that will give you a heads up on what's going on. Now, if you do receive, I call it IRMAtized, if you do receive an IRMA letter, life events, these are the definition of life events: marriage, divorce, death, work stoppage, and a few others. These are the life events that count, that you can basically protest or talk to the Social Security Administration to get some relief. The Social Security Administration is looking at your income from 2 years ago. So if you had something that occurred more recently than that, we need to note them, and we'll get some relief. The bottom line is, if we get into this Tier 4, we could have a $504 Medicare premium per person, or $1,000. So it's worth keeping an eye on, and we've also have the links to what paperwork you might need. Now, I did a spring cleaning in December, and I thought this was worthy of doing again, and that is at the end of the year, I've gone through and started hitting the delete button on my emails, and it's really helped a lot. What's interesting is you find that some folks are not up and up on unsubscribing you, and I've been surprised and somewhat disappointed at some of the sources that are not taking me off of the unsubscribe, as I hope. All right, how about capital market comments? We also go into this in the newsletter, but basically what has occurred here is this year is going to go down in the record books as volatility being in hibernation, and volatility described as the VIX, which is a fear gauge. Under 10 means very, very low fear. Over the past several decades, it's been below, the VIX has been below 10 for 9 times, and it's over 50 times it was below it this year. My basic expectation, I'm reminding myself as well as everybody else, is this was an unusually low volatile year. We would love for it to continue staying low volatility, but things have a way of changing, so we're reminding ourselves and others. Now, here's an interesting, very interesting thing. I think I'm going to block this out for just a second, and those that are listening, I really coined this, and I think when the history books are written on this period of time, FOMC members, Janet Yellen and crew, listening to the markets may be the prominent and possible reasons for success. The FOMC raised rates 3 times this year. Now, again, those that are listening, I'm showing a chart of the 3 increases. And capital markets, based on the VIX, they just yawned and moved forward. Several years ago, the FOMC spoke of raising rates, and the capital markets really threw a hissy fit. I think the markets are now ready. International growth is coming online, domestic growth is picking up, and then the capital markets basically got their way, or FOMC listened and is raising rates at a very, very, very slow pace, much slower than before, and we're all getting along. So it'll be interesting to see. The FOMC is supposed to try and raise rates 3 times again this year. These are 25 basis points moves, so these are small. And capital markets seem to be behaving. So that's your December. A little bit of this will be in the Q1 2018 newsletter, but that's your December review. We hope that no one gets IRMAtized, but if you do, we've got